Hey guys, so we're going to be breaking down Purple Chilled's Zenkai in this video. So with, if you guys watched the breakdown of the Frieza and Goku, DBZ Space is not correctly showing or displaying the stats, so we're going to have to go in-game. So we'll go ahead and switch over to the game for the stats only, and then go back to the actual kit over there. So him being a support type unit, I don't really expect to see that ridiculously high stats here, but we will see what it ends up being if we go over here and click the button. So 254,000 to strike, 261,000 to blast, and 184,000 to strike, and then 182,000 to blast defense, which is pretty good. The defenses are definitely what I would expect, but then the offenses are a little low, but we expected that because, again, they just like to be, like, I don't know, just annoying when it comes to support type units, but that's fine. 261,000 blast is not bad by any means, so let's go back over to the game and we'll take a look at what he's able to do. By the way, before we start, just to quickly elaborate on my video from last night when they released the announcement for this character, I am not like disappointed in this character getting a Zenkai. This character's Zenkai is actually really going to help LOE out a lot. And the reason for that is because he is a staple bench unit for the team already, so you're guaranteed going to be using him on the team. So him getting a Zenkai is just going to help the team. It's just that simple. He's going to help Zenkai buff at the very least, the first form Frieza, the LF one. My issue was more so with the fact that this is how they're handling Super Saiyan Bardock and the issue that he's presented to this game for a long time. My issue is not with this chilled Zenkai at all. So just with that out of the way, let's continue here. So the main ability prior to, I guess, the Zenkai is only to LOE. Looks like they added Powerful Opponent. Yeah, they added Powerful Opponent, which is actually really dangerous because of this. The Vanishing Gauge Recovery. Did they change anything else? Looks like they added nothing. I think that's it. They didn't actually change anything. 70%, 35, minus 5, 70, 35, minus 5, and then 15, 30, 30. Yeah, it's the same. So the only thing they did was they changed this to include Powerful Opponent, which is good. But yeah, this could be dangerous because if we eventually get a Powerful Opponent character that has, like, you know, built-in extra Vanishing Gauge Recovery in their kit already, then they'll be going ridiculous with this. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so the first unique ability prior to Zenkai was just 30% Ki recovery, 20% damage inflicted, and then his HP has to be higher than the enemies when he enters the battlefield, which is like God Vegeta's gimmick as well. So applies the following effects to self if own health ratio is higher than the enemy, so they actually just keep that, which is annoying. 40% damage, 35% to Ki recovery. The effects will be cancelled if own health ratio is lower than enemies after enemy attack is over. Okay, so the next one is... Oh yeah, this is the really specific anti-Super Saiyan buff. Reduces allies' damage received from tags Super Saiyan by 80% for 15 timer counts when this character is defeated. So what does that become? Wait. Oh, this is broken. It's only showing 2 unique abilities here. Okay, so we'll go in-game for the other ones. I'm actually just going to switch right now so we could see this because I don't want to give you guys wrong information. We'll just switch to the game here. Alright, so we're going to look to the main ability. This is the same. Zenkai ability should be purple LOE. Yes, it is. Nice. So this is we already looked at. And then this one, Beware the Golden Saiyan. So it is that one. Okay, applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. 20% damage inflicted against tag Saiyan, and then reduces damage received from tag Saiyan by 20% for 15 counts. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated. 15% health, 20% damage inflicted against tag Super Saiyan for 20 counts, and then reduces damage received from tag Super Saiyan by 80%, so that's kind of the same, except I think it was 15 counts, now it's 20. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Okay, so they get extra damage to tag Super Saiyan, and then they get a little bit of healing. That's fine. So if you combine these 2 abilities already, he's getting 35% damage inflicted, and then 20% extra against Saiyans. Okay. Next unique ability is the strongest stuff in the universe. The following effects occur when battle starts. He gets 40% damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Reduces damage received by 25%, and then 20% of damage inflicted against by other allies against tag Super Saiyan. Okay. Then the last one is Short Temper. 70% damage inflicted by allies when battle starts if there is a character Bardock DBL 0704S enemy battle member. Okay, the greatest the greatest unique ability of all time. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. He draws a blue card, guaranteed twice. Huh. That is interesting. Okay. Restores own ki by 40, increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level, and then inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 50% to critical rate. Wow. I did not realize he would do that. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 50% to critical rate. So my issue with that is that that should be uncancelable. Activates once, because that is an attribute downgrade, right? So they could cancel that. If I'm not mistaken, they can cancel that downgrade. And that just defeats the whole purpose, because that's a really powerful anti-Bardock mechanic. I mean, clearly this character is like supposed to be the end of Bardock, right? But it's just, you can't do that. You can't give one character a very specific anti-Bardock kit like this, and then, you know, expect, oh, well, Bardock's done. He's not going to be, you know, this dominating force anymore with Super Saiyans. Because I've heard people say, oh yeah, you just run him on every team. You know, you run him on, you run him on the movies team. You run him on everything in the leader slot. That's what the leader slot was designed to do. Well, I'm sorry to say, but if you guys didn't remember, his main ability only affects LOE or powerful opponents. This is literally a useless main ability to any team that isn't LOE or powerful opponent. So he's not going to be that good on any team that's not LOE or powerful opponent. So unfortunately, that's not how this is going to work. But this is an interesting, unique ability. I'm more so interested in the fact that he draws a blue card and gets 40 ki. Because you can force draw so many blues with this LOE team now. You can force draw a blue with full power free. You can just switch in and out with this guy right away, draw a blue card, and just nuke the team if you wanted. That is a very powerful effect right there. So his arts cards, the blue card is Death Ball. So I actually didn't think this would go up. This went from 70% to 100% chance to inflict paralysis on hit. That is so annoying. And then the green card, what the green card originally did was gradually restores own health for 25 counts. That's all it did. Now it restores own health for 30 counts and then cancels own attribute downgrade. So this is a terrible green card. This is a god-awful green card. But LOE already had a really good green card, so I'm not really that worried about it. In terms of how good this character is going to be, I don't really think it'll be anything too crazy. The most that he's bringing to the table is his main ability. I think the 70% Vanishing Gauge recovery is going to be really, really good. And then other than that, I mean, he's not really doing that much, I guess. He's giving extra damage to Super Saiyans, right? I guess, and that's really it. Death buff for healing, I guess. Following effects of current battle starts, damage inflicted. Yeah, because he's giving other allies damage inflicted against Super Saiyans, but, I mean, it's just, you know, very specific. But it is what it is. There's Chilled. Let's switch back over to DBZ Space real quick. If we go over to this. There is a new equipment releasing as well, which is the Bardock equipment, which is interesting because I actually said recently in my Team Bardock video that I was surprised that they did not release a Team Bardock equipment, which looks like they're doing right now. So this one is going to be giving... this is only applicable to Team Bardock. It's giving 50% blast defense, strike defense, and then you can either get up to 5% to pure blast or pure strike for each tag Team Bardock battle member. But the thing about this is it's already awakening. They just went right to the awakening for this. The conditions are going to be only extreme, which is the reason why they are sort of like, you know, differing these two things. Because for this one, the awakened version, you can only use this on the extreme characters, but for this one, you could actually use this on Bardock himself because he's obviously a sparking character. So you can use this one on the Bardock, but then you have to use this one, or you don't have to, but you can use this one on the extreme characters. So he's getting, the extreme characters are getting special move damage to 10%. They're keeping the 15% to both defenses, and then they're getting both 3% to 6% to pure strike and blast attack for each tag Team Bardock battle member. So this is obviously a really good, powerful equipment for like Fasha and Tora, who actually did impress me a lot in that showcase. I was pretty impressed by what they were able to do. And then for Bardock, obviously if you're going to run the Team Bardock team, you're probably going to want to use this. I mean, this is going to be giving up to 5% to Pure Blast. This is actually a very similar equipment to the... let me just look at this real quick. This is a very similar equipment to that Saiyan one. Honestly, you probably just run both, because that Saiyan one is also pure damage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this in here. There's like 7 billion equipments. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's the one with Goku's like profile on it. It actually has the, this one right here, has the exact same stats on here. 5% to pure blast per Saiyan battle member, 50% strike defense, then 13% to blast defense. So that is actually literally the exact same piece of equipment, except you're getting 2% less to blast defense. That is it. So I think you actually just run both of these, right? You just have 2 equipments giving 5% to pure blast for Bardock. So that's pretty good. I'm glad they're giving Team Bardock some extra support there. But that is it for Zenkai Chilled and this update, I guess. Let me know what you guys think about this Chilled. He seems like a pretty decent unit. I don't know if I'll ever bring him. What'll happen is I'll probably just leave him on the bench for LOE, right? He's giving the HP buff, he's giving the HP restoration buff, he's giving the Zenkai buff to First Form Frieza, and then whenever the enemy uses a Super Saiyan team, you just bring Chilled. I guess is how they want this to work, but seems pretty solid to me. I'm interested in seeing how well he performs in game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.